Hello and welcome back to the battle room. So currently we're in top 4 of the most recent Pokeballs tournament. There's like 150 people entered. I think it's 148, and we're in top 4. So if we win this game, we get money, and that's the goal. But yeah, I'm excited. Let's just hop right into top 4. So in the last round of Swiss, I opted to forfeit to my opponent so I could go make food. So I have no idea what this person is running, but this would have been the person who went undefeated in Swiss. So here's our team. Suicune, oh god, Suicune is such a pain. They look very weak to Torkoal though, and I think game 1 I'm going to open with that and play off that. And we're just going to focus Torkoal. I think that Suicune is a big issue. I played against it in practice last night. It was super frustrating to deal with. So we'll see. I don't know. I don't love this matchup. There's a Rillaboom too, which is whatever. I think it's really just like Suicune, Amoonguss, Entei kind of core. Just seems like really, really obnoxious. But they also can't bring all of them, like Rillaboom, Suicune, Amoonguss, Entei, I kind of, well, I guess they could, but it just seems like they'd be lacking damage then. I think Torkoal can go kind of nuts here. I think we could also opt to bring Landorus in the next game if I desired. I definitely think I can win this, but dealing with Suicune is going to be the biggest hindrance here, and so that's why I want to put it to sleep and or just Leaf Storm it right off the bat. That's kind of the plan here. I don't know how I feel about this one. The last couple matchups have been like really, really favored for me, and it's really difficult for my opponent to do anything. But in this one, I'm actually pretty scared. Like Suicune Entei, that's horrifying. That's horrifying stuff to see. But I guess it's not too bad because I do just get to do pretty big damage right off the bat. I could hit a Sleep Powder here and then just play from there, deal decent damage, and see what we can do. Try to avoid a Snarl. But I do think I really need to hit Sleep Powders to have a chance here. I really hope they're not like safety goggles Suicune. I kind of doubt it though. I don't think like you really need to be. I don't think Suicune is like the greatest safety goggles user. You're probably just a berry. So yeah, we'll see. I also could get burned here turn 1. I could get extreme speeded turn 2. There's a lot of things that could go a little scary here. And I hit Sleep Powder turn 1. It's not safety goggles. There's no way it's Lumberry. And I imagine just a Sacred Fire coming through onto my Lilligant here. Do we get burned, yes or no? I'm kind of hoping no. For obvious reasons. I really would rather have this thing alive. And we get burned. Okay. Okay. That's fine. I can play with that. We get the Eruption off here. Just half to Entei. Holy moly. That's actually really good damage. And the damage on a Suicune is no joke either, honestly. Alright, I'm going to go into Hatterene here, and I'm going to Protect to bait the Sacred Fire, so we can just set up Trick Room instantly. That is the plan. Because I kind of think, let's say set up Trick Room instantly. I don't know what I'm saying. Oh, don't want to do that. I think this is fine. I think they're just going to Sacred Fire Hat. They just want to keep it honest, and I'm just hoping Suicune doesn't wake up instantly. That's what I meant to say. Whew, I'm a little focused here. I'm a little nervous. I'm a little confused. Okay. Hatterene Princess Protect. There's no way they like target Torkoal. That's my thing here. I guess if they had Snarl and Entei, we would see it, but yeah, they're just going to Sacred Fire so we can stay asleep. It stays asleep. This should pick up the Entei, I'm hoping. If it doesn't, I think the game is just over. But it does. Suicune's at half, so we're literally just beating Suicune with Torkoal, which is kind of hilarious, but kind of sad at the same time. Alright, it's Citrus Berry on the Suicune. This is looking good. Because there's no like Instant or something. That's what usually is kind of obnoxious, but it's just Rillaboom. Let's see what they send in here. Amoonguss could be a little annoying, but also at the same time, I don't think it's a big problem because Hatterene is so freaking good versus it. Like if Amoonguss came in, I would just Protect Torkoal Trick Room, like no questions asked. But I don't know what their last mon is. Like Sylveon could be annoying. They probably have Snarl on the Suicune, so we have to deal with that. But Suicune's getting some good sleeps, so that is good for me as well. It's gonna be Sylveon. Okay. Well, Torkoal is like under very little threat here. I'm just gonna set up Trick Room, and I think I can erupt. I think eruption is better. I think if Suicune wakes up and snarls, eruption's fine. It would be a hyper voice plus a thing. I'd rather just hyper voice plus a snarl. So like, we take sizable damage, but I would also just have a 100% accurate move. But it doesn't wake up. Oh my god, that's huge. They're gonna actually press substitute with the Sylph too, which is actually pretty scary. But this is just a free eruption. We just got really lucky with these sleep turns this game. Which is the nature of the beast. Like, that's just how it is. I think we actually kill Suicune here. We're actually just going to Eruption Suicune down, and it will not have moved the entire game after the turn 1 sleep. Which does scare me a little bit, because I think next game my opponent could really opt to be more annoying with the Suicune. And actually, like, you know, like, if I don't get lucky, it could be more of a problem. But this game, it is completely and utterly neutered and worthless. So... I mean, Suicune's just dead here, and then whatever the last mon is, we don't really care about. We'll be fine. I still have an Indeedee in the back as well to help me navigate to this endgame if need be. We actually just pressed Eruption 4 times in a row, and Suicune will die to a Dazzling Gleam here. Alright. Cool. Suicune's down. That's what we like to see. And what is going to be the last mon that tries to ruin my run here? Alright. It's going to be Latios. So, I mean, that's just Dazzling Gleam food with an Eruption. I don't think Latios can live that, and we're going to go to game 3. Yeah, or game 2. They just forfeited. That makes sense. There's not much Latios can do against those 2 mons. Latios, Sylveon, Suicune, Entei. That's actually super manageable. That was a clean, good game 1. I'm really proud of that one. Let's go into game 2. Hopefully we can win game 2. I've had pretty convincing wins for the last of them. I think that one was pretty lucky. It was definitely like... It might not go as cleanly this time, but I think it's fine. I think we're going to lead. So my plan here, I locked it in instantly. I came up with it during game 2. I want to put pressure immediately onto Suicune. So I'm going to bring... Lilligant as the lead, potentially just even Leaf Storm turn 1, and then and set up Trick Room, and that will be my plan. And then I'll just spam Expanding Forces until I win, because I think I need to just damage Suicune for a ton. And even if I get snarled, Hatterene is just gonna do crazy damage. Hatterene just like honestly solos most of the team outside of Rilla. I feel like Amoonguss 2 is like normally pretty good against Trick Room, but I have 3 Pokemon that underspeed it, so half my team underspeeds it, and then one of my Pokemon is a grass type, so it's really only good at sporing. I guess like Torkoal and Stack when they're out of Trick Room, but usually just good for Landorus. Are they gonna lead Entei Latios, double outspeeding my my Lilligant here? I think I could still Sleep Powder though. I could Sleep Powder Entei, swap into Torkoal, and then move from there, because I think Hatterene is so important. I can't risk it getting hit, and I don't want to like Sleep Powder into Entei and then like take a Sacred Fire and then just miss Sleep Powder or something, and then Hatterene would take a ton. But I guess I do kind of wall Latios. Like, being a Fairy type is really good versus Latios, so I don't know. I think it's not too bad, regardless of the situation. Alright, Torkoal comes in, Sleep Powder comes out. Please hit the Sleep Powder. I wonder if it's Goggles Entei. I don't know. I think Goggles isn't nearly as good, but like I think throwing 1 on your team can be really potent, especially with the Amoonguss being as relevant it is. It is Goggles Entei. Good to know, good to know. They're gonna Mystical Fire, and they're probably gonna double tap my my slot there. The Mystical Fire into Sacred Fire just to make sure it goes down. It's Life Orb Lottie. Yep, they go for Torkoal. So Torkoal took half there, honestly, which is pretty crazy. But now, we know that we can sleep Latios. We can Earth Power there. We could After You Trick Room as well, but After You Trick Room is not really as potent as we would like it to be in this case, because then Hatterene would still take a ton of damage, and then I'd have to sweep with like Lilligant and TR, which, if we're being honest, isn't that strong. Alright, Latios will protect. I think that's fine. I think as long as we don't get burned, I'm okay with this position. They're actually a Stomping Tantrum Torkoal. Wow. I think I should live this, right? Yeah, I live with 5 HP, but I do live it regardless here. Earth Power into Entei. It does like a decent amount. Okay, so now this is where we have to make moves. I'm going to Sleep Powder this guy, hard switch this guy into Indeedee, and then we'll move from there. We need to just set up Trick Room. I imagine they brought Rillaboom in the back, but I think Suicune's so good. For them not to bring Suicune would just be silly. I think it's like Suicune Sylveon. Maybe it's Suicune Boomer though. Suicune Boomer could be problematic if I start losing Pokemon. But I guess as long as the Psychic trains up, Suicune, it's like fine. I can just navigate with Hatterene. So we'll have to see here. I get the Psychic Seed boost, so I'll take this Mystic Fire better. I think they just are gonna... I think they're just gonna... Oh, the Extreme Speed. And then I get the Sleep Powder. I get the Sleep Powder. I don't want to switch to Hat, though. That's the only issue here. I think I'm just gonna protect an Expanding Force because the Sleep Powder is good here. With Expanding Force, I think they want to deal with this this mon they're gonna bring in Rillaboom, aren't they? They bring in Suicune. I almost Leaf Stormed that slot and Expanding Forced it. Oh my gosh, that would have been so strong. Latios gets a first turn wake and Mystical Fires me. It's a little annoying, but I don't think it's a huge deal. Expanding Force comes through. Does decent damage to both, kind of. Let's Sleep Powder Latios. And switch to Hatterene here. We're probably going to get Snarled, but I think it's fine. I just really don't want Entei to come in. But I think they just stay in and they just Snarl and like, yeah. They Snarl and like Mystical Fire or something. Mystical Fire, Snarl. Mystical Fire, Snarl sounds really strong. I hit Sleep Powder. That's really, really good. Because next turn I can just Leaf Storm and Trick Room. And that's insane. That's so good for me. They probably Snarl though. But I think getting a big chunk on Suicune is useful. Snarl connects onto both. That's fine. It's like not dealing damage. We'll just have to switch out Hat. Okay. This is so winnable. Sunlight Fates, that doesn't really matter. It does mean that if they do wake up, get a first turn wake on me, I'm like pretty screwed, but I think it's fine. Trick Room. I think this is Trick Room up. What did they lead this game? Latios Entei? I hit another Sleep Powder. Holy crap, I'm actually getting so lucky with these things. Because I just need to kill Suicune. I really just care about killing Coon. That's really it. If I kill Suicune, we're in the money. Okay. I hate playing against this thing, I swear. Alright, I'm going to go for a Leaf Storm into Suicune. Actually? Yeah, no, I am. And then I'll just Dazzling Gleam. Because if I lose Lilligant at this point, I think that's okay. I just need to make sure I have Terrain and I need Torkoal alive. And if I can do both those things, I can win the game. So I need the last two alive. I'll have to send in Torkoal first, but that's okay. I also really want to get KOs like soon, because if I don't get KOs, it's just going to be difficult for me to navigate around their terrains and such. So we get this Leaf Storm off, which is amazing, because this is just a base 130 move. Yep, Suicune is... Well, it's going to have a Citrus Berry, right? So it will die next turn to Expanding Force. Heat Wave, if they wake up here. I kind of would like them to wake up and kill Lilligant, but it stays asleep. Well, Lilligant's still just useful being out here. Leaf Storm Dazzling Gleam seems so safe. Because nothing wants to really take it. Entei might, but I could just switch it up in Expanding Force. This one is coming down kind of the wire, though. Like, because I'm always trying to think like 3-4 turns ahead, because you have to with Trick Room. It's just the nature of the beast. But I think this is fine. It's going to be Entei. I should have just Expanding. That would have been a game winner. But we kill Latios, which is really, really important to me. Latios is fainted. I think we can actually keep the Lilligant alive. And then when Trick Room ends, we can still be useful. Because it depends what they send in here. If they send in Rillaboom, I'm just going to swap into Indeedee, and I'll be in a great spot. And if they send in Suicune, I'm going to swap into Indeedee. And it's Sylveon. Not who I expected. But greatly freaking appreciated here. I think this looks like it's curtains. I think Lilligant just wins if Entei goes down. And I think I'm about to win game. I think I'm about to get to finals. I think this is finals. Whew. I'm feeling good. I don't think they can punish me here because Suicune would die to expanding. Entei dies to expanding. I think this is a win no matter what happens. Entei protects, whatever. They can't like snarl with the Sylveon. That's the best part. They can't even yawn Hatterene, which is great as well. And we have Psychic Terrain for 5 more turns. So that's good too. They're going to press Calm Mind. That's problematic, but I think okay with the amount of pressure we're currently exerting. Because they have to take a double Expanding Force, which is just really, really annoying. And that's good for me. Lefties, Calm Mind. How many turns of Trick Room? 2? 1 more turn of Trick Room. I think this is what I do. Entei withdraws, so we're going to kill Suicune, which is like a huge priority to me. Alright, Sylveon protects. That's fine. I'm just going to set up... Well, I don't need to set up Trick Room again. All things considered. I could just let Torkoal faint next turn. And then I could just Expanding Force. Because I kind of would rather just try to fire a Sleep Off at Sylveon. And that's that. I'm trying to figure out what the most optimal play is here. Because I'm in a great spot regardless. I could even protect Hatterene. That's actually a pretty decent play as well. I think that's what I'll do. Because I think they have to charge at Hatterene. And so I think protecting Hatterene is a very safe and good play for me here. Because I think they won't attack a DD. I'm just not seeing it. I just think they have to Sacred Fire Calm Mind. Or Sacred Fire Hyper Voice. There's the Sacred Fire. And they Calm Mind. I don't even have to lose them on. I think Sylveon's trying its best, but I don't think it can actually get through like Expanding Force spam. That's the best part. Alright. I think I could have just TR'd. Entei goes down. Because Sylveon does, like, honestly, Sylveon is a little bit scary. But I think once we get into Trick Room, it's fine. I think we Trick Room and then swap Hatterene out. And then that's the move. Because we keep doing that. Wait, how many turns of Psychic Turn do we have? 2? I guess I could just Expanding Force spam here. Setting up Trick Room I think actually isn't... I don't know. I'm conflicted on setting up Trick Room here. Because I think Indeedee can just eat this up. Hatterene takes a lot of damage. Alright, Expanding Force. Because Sylveon is pretty low. Because I could try to hit it. I think I just want to try to... Alright. I think I know how I want to do this. Okay, let me figure this out. Because I think I have a guaranteed win. We swap out Hatterene this turn. No, I don't think it actually works out the way I want it to. How many Calm Minds does this thing have? 2? I think we just Expanding Force here. We can let Torkoal die, protect, swap in. Nah, it doesn't work. I think I was supposed to just Trick Room, but I think we can just double Expanding and I'm fine. I might have to sleep better. I think I have to sleep better here. I think I put myself into a really awkward position. Yeah. I think I got a powder. Well, let me actually run the calc really quick. So we got Torkoal versus a Sylveon. Let's just say it's max HP for the sake of this calc. Plus 2 special defense. How much is this Heat Wave doing? Heat Wave's doing about 20%. Which isn't great. For a Torkoal. So it's doing about 37 to 45? How much does this thing do to Lilligant? Hyper Voice is gonna one-shot me, okay. That's such a close one. I'm just gonna Sleep Powder and I hope I hit it. I think that's the best thing I can do. I think I put myself into a bad spot. Okay, Protect's fine, they just want lefties. Yeah, I think we have to hit a Sleep Powder. If we hit the Sleep Powder, I think it's over, and I don't think we can lose. But if we miss the Sleep Powder, we have to go to a game 3. I think I messed up here. I think if I Trick Roomed, I was just fine. Because I would have gotten a whole nother double expanding off, and I instead ruined my game here. But we hit Sleep Powder. Holy crap. Okay, Sleep Powder is broken. That's just the facts. And I just want to hit this Heat Wave. And then I think I'll hit a Leaf Storm and win the game. Alright, we hit Heat Wave. Thank God. Yeah, that's Leaf Storm range. Okay, I don't think we can lose. Well, we can lose, actually. I don't know why I said that, because we can completely lose. They tried to protect there. That's really, really big for me. Because now I just hit this Leaf Storm, and then I just win. Like, I would have won even... Yeah, it gave me 2 chances to hit my moves. GG's. Alright. Well, gamers, tomorrow is the finals. I made it all the way to the finals of this tournament. I'm guaranteed $75. If I win, I'll win 75 more. So, wish me luck. I'm about to play it probably in like 10 minutes. So, see you tomorrow for the video. Thank you for watching. Peace.